Hey guys, am I audible right now? Please let me know. Hello guys, am I audible right now guys? Please let me know. Is my voice audible to you guys? Please let me know guys. Is my voice audible to you guys? Is everybody fine? Is the audio, there's no issues with the audio or the video? Right guys? There is no issues with the audio or the video, right guys? Okay, great. Awesome guys, awesome. So, okay, so first of all, welcome to this particular bootcamp, guys. Some of you guys might be joining us from our previous bootcamp, that is the Amazon Clone Bootcamp, right? So for the Amazon Clone Bootcamp, we'll be having the class after this class. So after this class, we'll be having the class for the Amazon Clone Bootcamp. Are you guys able to understand this? For students who are joining us from the previous bootcamp, we'll be having the Amazon Clone Bootcamp class after this particular class. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Yes? Okay. On the same link? No. The link will be there on YouTube itself. I'm currently uploading the video, so it is going to take me a bit of time to do that. Okay. So it would be very simple, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Okay, and the certificates will be released. So the bootcamp is going to get over today. So the certificates will get released in 2 to 3 days itself. Okay. So, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So, welcome to this particular class on JavaScript and React.js, guys. Throughout the entire bootcamp, this is the first class for JavaScript and React.js. In this bootcamp, we are going to learn about JavaScript as well as React.js as the name suggests. Okay, before we are able to move further, guys, I would love to know a little bit more about you guys. Many of you guys are coming from the previous bootcamp. Many of you guys are coming for this particular bootcamp for the very first time itself. So how many of you guys are coming to the bootcamp for the very first time? Like this is the first bootcamp by DevTown that you guys are attending. Could you guys let me know in the live chat, guys? Could you guys let me know in the live chat how many of you guys are coming to this particular bootcamp like for the very first time itself? So I'm able to understand how many of you guys are first timers and how many of you guys are from like have previously attended previous bootcamps as well, right? So first time, a lot of students are here for the very first time itself. That's really great to see you guys right over here. So nevertheless, guys, I'll introduce everything right to you guys. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. So my name is Sharasana and I will be taking up this particular bootcamp for you guys. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and throughout the entire bootcamp itself, so what we are going to do during this particular bootcamp is that we are going to learn about JavaScript. You don't need to know anything about any kind of programming languages. You don't need to know anything about JavaScript. You don't need to know anything about React.js. We're going to learn from absolute beginning. We are going to learn from absolute scratch. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Surya Narayan, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, it is via DevTown itself, so you don't have to worry about that, guys. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, one more time, guys, I'm going to repeat for students who are from the previous bootcamp, that is the Amazon clone using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is the last time that I'm repeating. After this class, we'll be having the class for the Amazon clone. Okay, so after this class, we'll be having that. If somebody is asking the same question again and again in the live chat, just let them know, guys, so that we are able to focus upon the class a little bit more. Okay, and what we need to do about Sneha, the certificates for deep learning have already been released. If you are having the attendance, you would have got the certificates on your email ID. Please do check them out. If you are not able to get them, email it to us at certificate@devtown.in along with your attendance as a proof. Okay. Okay. So let's continue from right over there, guys. So there are going to be 3 things in this bootcamp that is going to be very essential for you guys. First, there is no prerequisites. You don't need to know anything about programming. You don't need to know anything about JavaScript. You don't need to know anything about React.js or front and development, we're going to learn everything from the absolute scratch. Okay, we are going to learn everything from the absolute basics. The second particular thing that is going to be there is that in the end of this particular bootcamp, we're going to create a note taking application, okay, using React.js itself. That is going to be the project for this particular bootcamp, a note taking application using React.js, and we're going to make it in the class live, so you don't have to worry about it. We're going to learn everything about React.js, JavaScript, and then the project. So you will know everything. You will be doing the project along with me. I will also be doing the project, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can definitely put up the project on your resume as well. The third and the final thing about this particular bootcamp is that there will be 3 certificates associated with this particular bootcamp. All the 3 certificates are for free. The entire bootcamp is for free, so you don't have to worry about anything. The only thing that we care about is your punctuality, is your dedication to learn at the end of the day, and a little bit more efforts, guys. That's it. Being a part of a community, you have to be a part of the community. You have to help the other students out, and so on and so forth. Okay, the 3 certificates that you're going to receive for this particular bootcamp are going to be a DevTown certificate, a Google certificate, as well as an Amazon certificate for attending a 7-day course on JavaScript and React.js. Again, the certificates are going to be for free, as well as your particular bootcamp is also going to be for free. Are you guys able to understand the 3 pointers? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand these 3 pointers, guys? Please let me know. Yes, everybody is able to understand that? Okay, great. Now comes to what is the criteria of getting the certificates. Like I said, the bootcamp is for free, the certificates are for free, but we are not going to distribute the certificates to everybody. That makes no sense. Like a student is coming for the bootcamp for 1 or 2 days, he's not learning anything, he's also getting the certificate. A student is coming for 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, he's learning right over here, he's paying attention, he's putting up the efforts right over there, he's also getting the certificate. Then what is the point of the certificate? There is no value of the certificate itself. So to preserve the value of the certificates, we have only 2 criterias of getting the certificates. Just 2 criterias. The first criteria is 100% attendance. Students who will be having 100% attendance will be getting the certificates. Now, how am I going to take up the attendance? How to mark up the attendance? I don't give a fuck. First, be in the class. That is the second particular criteria. You have to be in the class. You have to pay attention in the class. You have to learn in the class. Only then you're going to get the certificates. And how am I going to make sure of that? By not letting you guys know how I'm going to get you guys the attendance. Every day will be different. Some days I will be taking up the attendance through a Google form. Some days I will be showing you a QR code. Some days I'm going to just post the attendance link somewhere on the internet itself. And I'm going to just provide it to you guys in the class. Those who are paying attention, those who are live in the class, I'm just going to let them know here is the attendance. You have 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. After 5 minutes, the attendance link is going to get closed. So only those students who are there in the class on time, paying attention, are going to know where is the attendance. Are the students who are going to get the certificates as well. The certificates will be given to you guys on your email IDs itself. Whatever email IDs you will be using to fill up the attendance, that is how you are going to get the certificates as well. Are you guys able to understand the criteria of getting the certificates? And don't ask silly questions, guys. Especially when it comes to certificates and attendance, I don't want any kind of questions. Okay. That are something that is a byproduct of your learning. If you are learning properly, if you are paying attention in the class, that is the second criteria, you will get the certificates. If you're not learning, if you're not paying attention in the class, will not get the certificates. The certificates are going to come up on your email IDs itself. It is as simple as that. If you have any silly questions related to studies, related to what I'm teaching, definitely ask them. Definitely ask them. That is the reason why we are taking up this particular bootcamp live on YouTube. Definitely ask them. Don't ask irrelevant questions. For example, if I'm teaching a particular thing, we have just started with JavaScript, we have just entered into like alerts and console.log, and if you are asking questions related to functions, I'm not going to entertain them. We have not reached that particular topic, we have not studied that particular topic, so don't ask those kind of questions. Focus upon what you're learning. If you're having any kind of silly doubt as well, ask them. That is how you learn. Nobody is perfect. We are here to learn. We are not here to correct mistakes. Make a mistake. The more mistakes that you make, the more you will be able to learn. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. You don't need to know HTML. You don't need to know CSS for attending this bootcamp. Do not worry about it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Arvij Prasad, you are late in the class. I have already answered this question. Okay. Okay, great. Awesome, guys. So let's get started with our today's class, guys. Let me share my screen with you guys first of all. So let me do that for you guys. Give me a sec. Okay. Present, share screen, entire screen share. Let me put it up right over here. Okay, I hope so that you guys are able to see my screen clearly. Guys, and if somebody is asking the same question again and again that I've already answered, please do help them out, guys. It will save me a lot of time, like not repeating myself again and again. Okay, so Noel, you will get the call in the next 2 days. You don't have to worry about that. We are not going anywhere. Okay, you'll get the call in the next 2 days. So yeah, so everything is visible to you guys. Everything is fine. So let's get started with it, guys. Let's get started with the class. So we are not going to use Replit in our today's class, guys. So again, guys, please try to understand something. Many of the students who are currently attending this particular class do not have a particular laptop or a desktop, guys. Not everybody is lucky enough to have a laptop or a desktop. So in that particular case, everybody has a smartphone. Otherwise, how are they able to look at the current particular bootcamp that is currently going on, right? They will have a particular laptop, it's a particular mobile phone. So we're going to use an online coding platform like Code Sandbox. Let me just search for Code Sandbox on the internet. So as you're able to see, we are going to use an online coding platform, guys. So even if you don't have a particular laptop, you don't have a particular desktop, you can still code it from your mobile phone. You can still make the project on your mobile phone itself. So you don't have to worry about that, except some of the parts of JavaScript. For some of the parts of JavaScript, you will require a laptop. If you don't have it, just focus upon the class. Try to learn as much as possible. Take down notes. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Secondly, guys, please do remember this, that when you are studying along with me, never code along with me. That is the worst particular thing that you can do. You will never be able to learn anything. Never code along with me. The most that you can do is take down notes along with me. In that particular way, you will be able to learn a lot. And then after the class, once the class is over, then whatever you have learned, try to code it along. The video will be available to you guys with lifetime access. You just have to attend the classes live to get the attendance. But the video is available to you guys with lifetime access. So you don't have to worry about that. You can come back to the video. You can rewatch it whenever you are stuck. But please make sure you are not coding along with me. Okay. So let's get started with JavaScript. Now, how many of you guys, so which is a better programming language? Python or JavaScript? Let's start with that particular question. I love this question, guys. Python is another very popular programming languages, guys. Very, very, very popular programming language. Which is better, Python or JavaScript? Okay, there is a lot of tension in the live chat right now. Somebody's writing Python, somebody's writing JavaScript. One person wrote Python is easy, Python always. Okay, so the correct answer to this is actually JavaScript. JavaScript is the most popular, the most in demand, the most highly paid programming language in the entire world. The most popular, the most used, the most in demand, the most highly paid programming language in the entire world is actually JavaScript. At the second position, it is Python. The reason for that is any website. I'm talking about not 99.99. I'm not like Dettol. I'm not talking about how many germs does Dettol kill. Okay, I'm talking about 100% of the websites that exist in the entire world are dependent upon JavaScript. They cannot even function without JavaScript itself. They can't even work without JavaScript. You are taking up ChatGPT as an example, only 10% of ChatGPT is actually Python. 70% of the code in ChatGPT is actually JavaScript. You take up Netflix for an example. The entire front end and back end of Netflix is built in JavaScript. You take up Instagram, Facebook. You take Facebook as a backend, very old backend of PHP as well. A lot of things are PHP, but the latest ones, like for example, WhatsApp, you are having your Instagram, Snapchat, you are having websites like Google website itself, you are having websites like Netflix, Hotstar, whatever you guys are using, any and every website in the entire world, 100% of the websites are dependent without JavaScript. Most of them won't even work without JavaScript itself. That is the reason why JavaScript has become one of the most important programming languages in the entire world. Why React? What is React? We'll come to that after learning a little bit about JavaScript. Okay, you have to be a little bit patient with that. Okay, so let's get started by learning a little bit about JavaScript practically as well. Okay, now JavaScript, as the name suggests, okay, has, how many of you guys think there is a correlation between another programming language that is called as Java and JavaScript? How many of you guys think that there is a correlation between Java and JavaScript, guys? See, it's fine. Okay, Java, JavaScript, they look the same. Okay, they sound the same as well. JavaScript has Java and script inside of it. Maybe it's a scripting language for Java. Okay, what is the scenario right over there? So actually there is no relationship between Java and JavaScript. They are as related to each other as apple and pineapple are. Both apple and pineapple have apple in their spelling, but there is no relationship between them except the fact that both are fruits. In the same way, both Java and JavaScript are programming languages, but they are not related to each other. The reason why JavaScript has Java inside of it is the original name of JavaScript was actually LiveScript. JavaScript was not called as JavaScript. When it was born, when it was created, it was called as LiveScript. Okay. Now, LiveScript was a new programming language. Nobody was using it at that point of time. Okay. It was made to be very fast to be used on the client devices itself, but nobody was adopting it. At that point of time, the most used programming languages back in 2000s was Java. Java was the most famous, the most used programming language in the entire world back in 2000s itself. So, just as a marketing tactic, LiveScript was renamed as new developers that are coming along confuses the same that, okay, maybe this is related to JavaScript or maybe the JavaScript is related to Java. It's a scripting language for Java itself, and they start adopting it. And that is what happened. Now Java is present at the 7th position as the most used programming language in the entire world, and JavaScript is at the number 1 for the past 5 years. So yeah, that actually worked. Now what we're going to do is, once we open up any website in the entire world itself, guys, do a right click on anywhere on the website. Do a right click right over there and click on inspect. Bro, start the topic fast. If you still think that the topic hasn't started, maybe this bootcamp is not for you. I'll definitely ask you to leave. Because for me, I'd like to make the topics fun. It is not always study. Okay. If a particular person would have asked which is a particular, what is LiveScript, you wouldn't have been able to answer that. Now you know LiveScript and JavaScript is actually the same thing. So if you feel that we are not yet started with the topic, this bootcamp is definitely not for you. Okay, I will definitely suggest you should go somewhere else and study. Okay, so right over here, guys, do a right click and then click on the inspect option, guys. Inspect option. Once you click on the inspect option, this type of console will appear in front of you, guys. It looks like shit, but this is the kind of console that is going to appear in front of you. I want you guys to click on console right over here. Elements, sources, console on the top itself. This is where we are going to start writing our code. Guys. We are going to shift. Now, why are we writing this code right over here? Why are we not using something else? Okay, all that I'll be answering. Why are we not using VS Code? Why are we not using a coding environment? Why are we not using an IDE? Guys, I've worked in Google for almost 1.5 years. My first particular internship was in Reliance Industries as a data analyst. For 2 months, I worked as a data analyst in Reliance Industries in the second year of my college. In the third year of my college, I got a 6 months internship at Geo as a data scientist intern. After that, I worked in Google for my very first job for almost 1.5 years as an Explore ML lead. That is a machine learning lead at Google, which means that I used to work with both web development as well as machine learning right over there. After that, I've worked with companies like Cred, Zomato, and many other companies. I've worked as a senior software engineer. I'm currently working as a senior software engineer as well. So I know a lot. There is a particular requirement. There is a particular way of me teaching you guys, okay, guiding you guys properly. If you want to question it, you can definitely, but if you be patient, you will be able to learn a lot more. Okay, so right over here, guys, what we do is any particular program. So in India, anytime that you do something new, we basically find it to be auspicious. That is our tradition to eat curd and sugar before doing that. That is basically how, like, that is our tradition itself. We find it very auspicious to do that. In a similar manner for programmers, whenever we start using particular like programming language, a new programming language or a new tool itself, we start by writing hello world in that particular programming language. So let's do that right over here. Okay, let's write hello world in JavaScript. Now, the place where we are writing our code is called as the console. As the name suggests right over here, it is already written on the top itself, console. This is where we are writing our code. What we want to do, we want to print hello world inside of our console itself. Okay, so let's put up console. Okay, what do we want to do inside of a console, guys? What do we want to do inside of our console? We want to print hello world inside of the console itself. So let's assume I don't know anything about programming. Let's assume you also don't know anything about programming itself. What is the meaning of the term log in normal English? You don't know mathematics as well. You don't know mathematics. I also don't know programming and mathematics. What is the meaning of term log in normal English, guys? We don't know anything about mathematics. We don't know anything about programming itself. What is the meaning of the term log in normal English? One of the meanings Yuvan has tell us would. Okay, very good. Would is one of the meaning. Okay, to record something. Good. To record something itself. Very good, guys. Anything else? Any other meanings that you guys know about log? Storing data. That is not a meaning of log. Okay. To get in. Okay, it can be. Okay, anything else, guys? Logarithm, okay, that is mathematics, but still let's take that as well. Okay, anything else, guys? Anything else? Log to keep track of work. Okay, that is also a good definition of log. To register something, very good, right over there. Trunk, okay, that is also word, so definitely that will also be coming right over there itself. Okay, so let's take up some words, right? I'm logging into the system. I'm logging out of the system itself. I'm logging down today's report. I am logging down the entry itself. So what is happening right over here? Log basically means to record something. Okay, logging in. So I'm recording who is coming in. Logging out. I'm recording who is going out. I'm logging down the report for today. I'm recording today's report right over there. So log basically in English means to record something. What do we want to do right over here? We want to record hello world inside of the console. We want to record hello world inside of the console itself. So what we're going to do, console.log, that is record inside of the console. What do we want to record? We want to record hello world. We want to record hello world and then semicolon. Now you will be asking, okay sir, we are able to understand inside of the console, that is where we are writing our code. We want to record something. So we want to record something right over here. What do we want to record? So we want to record hello world right over there. But why do we need this parenthesis? Okay, why do we need this parenthesis itself? What is this semicolon? So please try to understand this. Just like in English, you can say something, et tu brute, okay, or let's say, thou shall not speak to me, or some shit like that, okay. But that is a very wrong grammar. Okay, many of the people will not be able to understand because your grammar is wrong. Even my grammar is very shit. If you actually listen to my English, you will be able to find thousands of grammatical mistakes that I'm making at any particular point of time. So inside of programming, that won't work. Inside of programming languages, there is a particular grammar right over there. You have to follow that grammar is called as syntax. Okay, the grammar for programming language is called as syntax. Now, a computer, if you're making grammatical errors, is not going to understand what you're speaking. It's as simple as that. A computer only will be able to understand what you guys are speaking if you are making no grammatical errors, no syntax errors. So this is the way of writing code, just like the Mandalorian way. This is the JavaScriptorian way itself. Okay, and the semicolon right over here basically denotes full stop. Okay, just in English, you are having a sentence that ends with a full stop itself. A programming sentence ends with a semicolon right over there. So once I press enter, as you're able to see, hello world is getting printed on your screen. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see the hello world on your screen, guys? Yes? Okay. The next thing that you guys are able to see is something like VM blah blah blah, and you are able to see this undefined coming up on your screen. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. The undefined right over here, the VM phalana dhimkana right over there itself, right? So this is something that I want you guys to keep in your mind. I'm not going to explain it right now. I'm going to explain it once we are able to understand a little bit about functions. Functions is a very important topic in JavaScript, in every single programming language. We haven't learned it up till this point of time. We need to learn it. So once we learn a little bit about functions, then I will explain it to you guys what are these two things. It will be much more easier for you guys to understand. Right now, even if I try, you will not be able to understand that. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do is variables inside of JavaScript. Now, if you guys are able to understand why console, you have to wait. Okay, why console, I will only be able to tell you guys after we finish JavaScript. Even if we try to explain it to you guys, you won't be able to understand it right now. You guys are at the basic level itself. Let us go a little bit more further. Believe me, this is very important to let you guys know why are we using console. Okay, but after we finish JavaScript. Okay. So again, guys, those who are late, see, you are asking repeated questions. I've already answered these questions. Be on time. Most of your questions I've already answered. Okay. Can we do this in VS Code? That is up to you guys. But if you do it like this, you will be able to learn a little bit more. Okay. So the next thing that we need to do right now is that we need to learn about variables. Do you guys remember variables in your like childhood? Like Ram had 5 apples. Sham had 3 apples. So you used to write Ram is equals to 5, Sham is equals to 3. Okay, find the value of X. X does not have any kind of value in your life. You shouldn't focus upon your present itself or your future. Okay, but still, we used to find the value of X inside of mathematics, right? So this X, right, that was a variable. In a similar manner, inside of your programming languages as well, you have variables. Okay, it is basically like giving a nickname, okay? Giving a nickname to a particular value. For example, Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. Instead of writing Shaurya Rakesh Sinha every single time you want to mention my name, you can just call me by my nickname. So my nickname when I was in school, because of my curly hair, was in Hindi it was Jalebi Maggie or just Maggie itself. Okay, so people used to call me as Maggie. If you go into my school and just ask like who is Maggie, 5 people will be able to point it at me that this fellow with curly hair, he is Maggie. Okay, so that was my nickname right over there, right? Everybody knew me by that. So here in programming languages as well, we can give a nickname to a particular value. That is called as a variable itself. Now, how to create a variable inside of JavaScript is actually pretty simple. You just write var. Okay, that is I'm creating a particular variable called as Maggie. Okay, Maggie, Maggie itself. And the value that is stored inside of it is Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yes, Meeta. This bootcamp has 3 certificates associated with it for free. Just focus on the class, be on time in the class, you will be able to receive these certificates. How do I take the attendance? By being there in the class. You will get to know. So var Maggie is equals to Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. If I press enter right over here, that value has been saved inside of Maggie. Now if I do console.log, yeah, if I do console.log and then I try to print Maggie. Now Maggie is just a nickname. It does not has any, I'm not going to print Maggie. I'm going to print the value that is stored inside of Maggie. I'm going to print the value that is stored inside of Maggie, guys. That is what I'm going to print. I'm not going to print Maggie. That is just a nickname, right? If I say Maggie in my school, it refers to Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. It does not refer to the Maggie noodles itself, right? So if I press enter, as you're able to see, Shaurya Rakesh Sinha is getting printed on your screen. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Now, just a few seconds ago, a few minutes ago, I told you guys that you should always focus upon the syntax of your programming language. You shouldn't make any mistakes right over there. But if I run the same particular line without the semicolon, without the full stop, what do you think is going to happen, guys? What do you think is going to happen? Okay, one more thing, guys. Do not never ask me to repeat myself. I never repeat myself. You ask me exactly what you were not able to understand and why you were not able to understand that. If your reason is that I was going to the toilet and I didn't listen to you, my cat basically ran through me, I was not able to listen to you, I'm not going to explain it. If you're not able to understand anything, just let me know exactly what you are not able to understand. I will try to explain it. But if you just want me to repeat myself, this is a fucking YouTube video. Scroll the video back a little bit, listen to me once again. Simple, great, done. Okay. So many of you guys are saying error, right? My saying is nothing is going to happen. Everything is going to work absolutely fine. Let us try to do this. As everybody says, oh my God, okay, everything is working absolutely fine. What happened right over there? We just learned a few seconds ago that if you don't follow syntax properly, you will get errors. Your code won't work properly. And here, I didn't follow the right syntax. It is still working properly. Now, please try to understand this, that JavaScript is actually intelligent enough. JavaScript is not dumb. Okay, JavaScript is not like, I'm not able to see the screen clearly. Why? Because I don't know how to change the quality of the video from 420p to 720p, 480p to 720p. JavaScript is not dumb. JavaScript is very intelligent right over there. It looks like, it looks at the line of code. It understands that this person forgot to put the semicolon. And while understanding the code, it puts the semicolon for you. It puts the semicolon for you. Now, this is going to work properly for a few lines of code. Maybe 10,000 lines of code, maybe 1,000 lines of code. Nothing is going to happen. JavaScript will be able to understand your code and will be able to put the semicolon for you. But when you are actually writing big like projects, you are working on big projects itself, on like projects that are having like one particular page has like lakhs and lakhs of lines of code. In that particular case, if you are forgetting to put the semicolon, you might end up in particular places where your code is actually giving you errors, where your code is actually not working properly. Because JavaScript won't be able to understand the right place to put up the semicolon at some places throughout your code, and you might end up with some errors. Now, there are two ways of handling things. One is precaution, one is cure. You wrote 1 lakh line of code and then you're like, oh, my code is not working. There is a lot of errors that is coming up, and like, you have to just go through everything and find out what is the error that is coming up. Or the second thing that you can do is take up a precaution. Always make sure that you are putting up semicolon in JavaScript, no matter whether it is a small piece of code or a big piece of code. The habit in like put into you, you should know that without a semicolon as well it is going to work. And why is it going to work? Because it can be asked to you guys in your interviews itself. But a very big but, like very big but. Okay. You should always put up semicolons while you are writing code. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes, everybody is able to understand this. You guys are so smart, man. You guys are amazing. Very good. Amazing, guys. So next thing that we are going to do right now is that we are going to focus. So we have learned about variables. We have learned a little bit about this console.log. We have learned a little bit about printing something out. Now, many of you guys might have learned other programming languages before coming to this particular bootcamp. Many of you guys are very smart, I know. I'm able to see how smart you guys are. You are able to understand everything at once itself. Right? Some of you guys might have learned other programming languages. Now, if every programming language was the same itself, then we don't require so many programming languages. We would have required only one programming language itself if every programming language is the same. So don't compare two programming languages. Don't be like, I have learned this thing in my programming language. I learned Python. These are the different things in Python. The same thing is going to exist in JavaScript. No. JavaScript will have its own thing itself. Okay. So one of the things that differs from programming language to programming language is called as data type. Okay. So data is present all around you. You look at your watch, you see an analog data. You look at your screen, you see some text on your screen. You look at numbers, you look like so decimal values, negative values, positive values. You look like, is your girlfriend lying to you? Is your boyfriend lying to you? Most likely your boyfriend is lying to you because men just lie. I don't know why, but we lie. Okay, so that is going to happen, right? It is either going to be true or false. So different kind of data exists all around you. Now every programming language categorizes these data into various different types. Okay, into various different types itself. So one of the thing that we want to implement right over here is to learn about the different types of data that exists inside of JavaScript. Okay, because we are learning that. Why we will be learning about Python, I don't know. Okay, so right over here, guys, this is called as data types. Now one of the data types that we have already learned right over here is strings. This is what we refer to as string data type itself. We can actually test what is the data type of a particular object in JavaScript. Okay, just write type of. Just write type of right over here and then parenthesis, and whatever object that you want to check the data type of, just put it in between these parentheses. For example, Shaurya, we'll put some capital letters, we'll put some spaces, we'll put some numbers, we'll put some special characters, okay, and then semicolon once again, sorry, the quotation mark once again. As you're able to see, this is being shown to us as a string itself. This is being shown to us as a string. Let's do that once again. This time we are going to use a single quotation mark itself. It is still a string. So you can create a string using both double quotation mark as well as single quotation mark itself. You can create a string using both double quotation mark as well as single quotation mark right over here. Next particular data type, let's take up type of, and let's go further with a particular number, 23. Okay. So this is coming to us as a number itself. What about negative 23? Negative 23 is also coming as a number itself. What about negative 3.14? That is also a number. What about positive 3.14? That is also a number. So any kind of positive or negative, integer or decimal, is always going to be a number. The data type will be a number. Again, do not confuse this with other programming languages. Okay, do not confuse it with other programming languages. That is some random text itself, just to show you guys that you can have anything inside of a particular quotation mark, and that will be a string, whether it be numbers, whether it be special characters, whether it be random text, small letters, capital letters, spaces, anything. That is going to be a string itself. Okay, what about true and false? Okay, so let's do that. So type of true. As you're able to see, true is a Boolean value and false as well. That is also a Boolean value. What is Boolean? True and false. You guys remember in physics, you have already learned about Boolean values, ones and zeros. Inside of your programming language, ones are called as true and type of is called as zero itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay, next thing that we need to understand is that JavaScript is a case-sensitive programming language. Aman, like I've already explained, this is just gibberish that I've written right over here. This does not has any value to it. It's just gibberish. This will show you guys that it can contain numbers, special characters, as well as text. Okay, so your JavaScript is a case-sensitive programming language. For JavaScript, a capital T and a small t are two separate things. If you try to do this as capital TRUA, it is going to show you guys as undefined. Why? Because capital TRUE does not exist inside of JavaScript. It does not validate it. So you always need to remember in JavaScript is a case sensitive programming language. A capital T and a small t makes a whole lot of difference for JavaScript. Okay, so always remember that, guys. Okay, so capital letters and small letters are two separate things for JavaScript itself. The next thing that we're going to do is, I want you guys to let me know what is the meaning of alert in normal English. I don't know programming. I don't know JavaScript. What is the meaning of alert in normal English, guys? Please let me know. What is the meaning of alert in normal English, guys? Please let me know. warning, to be aware, cautious. Okay, what else, guys? To assign, to warn, to inform. Okay, emergency, to give a wake up. Okay, aware, to make someone aware. Okay, okay. So inside of JavaScript, alert also works as a alert on your mobile phone. That is a notification on your mobile phone itself. So you can actually showcase a message to your end user by using an alert. Okay. For example, let us do an alert, ALERT alert, and then what message do you want to showcase to your user? So let's say I want to showcase welcome to DevTown. Okay, I want to showcase welcome to DevTown right over here. So alert, I want to create a notification that basically says welcome to DevTown to our user. As simple as that, guys. As soon as we press enter right over here, as you're able to see, we are getting a notification on your screen saying www.google.com says welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. So we can showcase a certain message to our user itself. We can showcase a notification to our user using alerts. The next thing that is there is, what if I want to get some information from the user? Using alert, I am showing something to the user. What if I want to get some information from the user itself? For that, we are having something called as prompt. Can you guys let me know what is the meaning of prompt in normal English? Again, I don't know programming, guys. Again, I forgot. I'm having some kind of Gajni syndrome itself. What is the meaning of prompt in normal English, guys? Please let me know. Prompt in normal English. To remind somebody, okay. To tell something, okay. Statement, okay. To ask something, okay. So let me give you a certain example. I'm prompting my friend to speak up in front of his crush. I'm prompting my friend to jump from a cliff. Now that got dark very soon. It was light first of all, right? So I'm prompting somebody to do something. Here what I want to do, I want to prompt my user. I want to prompt my user to provide me with some input itself. I want to prompt my user to provide me with some input. So what I'm going to do right over here, guys, I'm going to write a prompt, prompt, and then what do I want my user to do? I want him to provide me with his name. Okay, so I'm going to, oh shit, okay, you want to come? Bye. Okay, so what we're going to do right over here is that we're going to use prompt prompt. And then what is your name, guys? Okay, what is your name? I'm going to ask the name from my user itself. Okay, so as soon as I will press enter right over here, what is your name? So my name is Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. That is the input. So as you're able to see, I'm getting a pop-up. Very similar to alert. Very similar to alert itself. But here I'm having the question, what is your name? As well as a space to give my input. As well as a space to give my input right over there. So as soon as I'll press enter right over here, we're getting Shaurya Rakesh Sinha in our console. Whatever the user gave the input as, we're able to see it inside of our console itself. That is the power of prompt. Okay. Always do remember this, that no matter what question you are asking, the answer that is always going to come to you is going to be in the format of a string. The answer that is going to come to you from the user is always going to be a string, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. No matter if you're asking them for your age, you're asking them for anything, the answer is going to come to you guys in the format of a string. Now, although the user has given me the input, I'm able to see the input right over here on my screen itself, but I'm not able to use it. Think about it in such a way itself, guys, that I'm there. Okay, there's a wall behind me. I'm there. Somebody threw something towards me. Somebody threw something towards me itself. I don't have gloves. I'm not able to catch it. And hence I leave it and it is stuck to my wall right now. Like whatever was thrown towards me is now stuck towards the wall. That is what is happening right over here. You asked the question, the user threw his answer towards you, but because you don't have any mechanism to catch it and store it somewhere, you left it and now it is stuck to your console itself. So what do we want to do? We want to get some gloves. We want to get a box. We want to catch that particular answer and store it inside of a box so that we are able to use it again. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Now, how are we supposed to do that? By using variables. We're going to create a variable, and whatever was thrown towards us, we're going to save it inside of the variable itself so that we are able to use it at a later point of time. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. We are going to use our variable to store it inside of the variable itself. Whatever answer the user is giving, we are going to store it inside the variable and save it so that we are able to use it at a later point of time. Okay, so to do that, it is very simple. Let's create a variable var, and then the name of the user, name is equals to prompt, what is your name? As simple as that. So whatever prompt will be throwing towards us, okay, we are going to save it inside of a variable called as name right over here. Now, because we have caught the particular input and stored it inside of the name, nothing is going to stick to our wall right now. Nothing is going to stick to a wall right now itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Yes, it will be a string. No matter what input you are giving, it is always going to be a string itself. Okay, so it is going to get thrown towards the wall. It was going to get thrown towards the wall. Now I have saved it. So there's nothing that is going to come to our console, guys. If I save this, if I run this, what is your name? Let me use somebody. Whose name should I use, guys? Anybody who's going to volunteer their name so I'm able to use it? Anybody who would like to volunteer their name, guys? Please let me know, guys. Anybody who would like to volunteer their name? Okay, so Yuvan, I'll use his name. He has been with us for the previous bootcamp as well. So YUVAN KRISHNAN. Okay, Yuvan Krishnan. Okay, so now Yuvan Krishnan, the name of Yuvan Krishna has been stored inside of a variable called as name. Now if I do console.log and then name itself, as you're able to see, Yuvan Krishnan, whatever the input was, now it is getting saved inside of name, and that is what is getting printed on our screen right now, guys. Yuvan Krishnan. Okay. The next thing that is going to be there is 4 plus 5. What is 4 plus 5, guys? 9. What is 4 plus 5, guys? 9, right? Simple. 4.5 plus 3.5, 3.4. 7.9. So we do any kind of addition on numbers, we are getting a number as an answer. But what if I try to use, or if I try to add two strings together? If I add Shaurya and Sinha, am I going to get 15 as my answer? If I'm going to add hello plus world, am I going to get 20 as my answer? If I'm going to add Yuvan plus Krishna, I'm going to get infinity as my answer. I don't know what is going to happen, right? So what happens when you add two strings together? Let us do that. So hello plus world. As you're able to see, what happens is two strings attach themselves together to form a single string. This is what we call as concatenation. Think about it as like your SPD, right? Did you guys watch SPD, Space Patrol Delta? In your childhood, like Power Rangers, or am I the only like fucker who used to watch it? Like, did you guys watch like Power Rangers when you were in school or something like that? Do you guys watch it, or like I'm the only fucker that basically watches that? Like, that will be very demeaning for me, but it's fine. SPD Megazord. Yes, everybody used to watch that. So what used to happen, guys? You had these small items that were there. These small like some trucks, some cars and all this. And they used to attach themselves together to form a bigger Megazord itself. Right? A single entity. This is a single entity, guys. Initially, they were independent entities. Now it is coming together to form a single entity itself. The same thing is happening with your strings. Individually, there were 3 separate strings, 4 separate strings. But when you add them together, when you concatenate them together, they form a single string right over there. This is what we call as concatenation. And you don't have to just concatenate 2 words. You can concatenate as many words as you want, guys. For example, hello, plus space plus world, and if you press enter right over here, as you're able to see, we are getting one single string, that is hello space world. I've concatenated 3 strings together right over here. This is called as concatenation itself. Okay, now we will use all things that we have studied up till this point of time to take in the input of the user itself, to take in the name of the user as an input. We're going to save it inside of a variable itself. We're going to use an alert to showcase a custom message to our user saying, hi, Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Whatever the name that the user gave us as an input, we're going to use that to showcase a custom greeting message to our user itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this question, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? So let's try to do that. Let's try to do that, guys. Okay, so right over here, what I'm going to do is, first we need to take in the input of the user. So var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? Okay, simple. First, let's take up the input of the user as the name itself. So I need another volunteer to provide me with their name. Anybody who would like to provide their name as a particular like experimentation? Anybody? Let me see. I'm able to remember somebody from the previous bootcamp. Okay, let's take up. I like this particular name, Chiranjeevi. Let's take up Chiranjeevi itself. Chiranjeevi. Okay, so I've provided the name. Okay, so we have the name right over there, guys. The next thing that we want to do is we want to show an alert with a custom message. So how are we going to do that? ALERT alert. Then hello name, welcome to DevTown. Okay. So right now, please try to understand this. The name that is there. What does the name contain? It contains a string inside of it. What does the, again guys, please do remember one thing. Variables are just a nickname to the value they represent, the value they contain. So right over here, what does name contain? Chiranjeevi, that is a string. So your name as a variable is also a string. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concatenate these 3 strings together. I'm going to press enter right over here. And as you're able to see on your screen, guys, we're getting hello Chiranjeevi, welcome to DevTown. Hello Chiranjeevi, welcome to DevTown, guys. Are you guys able to see this and understand it? Please do let me know. Dinner time. देखो भाई, पहले एक चीज बहुत अच्छी तरीके मेरे बारे में समझ लो. मेरे को है ना कोई मतलब नहीं है. I'm not a sir. I'm not a particular teacher. I just like to interact with people. And I know programming, so this is the best way for me to interact with people. This way, I don't have to like do bullshit work. Okay. I don't like reacting to memes or something like that. I just like this particular thing. So I'm not a teacher. I'm a mentor. You can think me of your big brother. You can think me of your friend itself. That's all. Not a teacher, not a particular stuff itself. Okay. और मेरे को घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मैं किसी को भी इतनी गंदी गंदी गाली दे सकता हूँ ना. मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. So अगर तुम्हारा डिनर टाइम हो गया ना तो खुद को खा लो. बूट कैंप में मत आओ. यहाँ आने का है. You come on time. You spend your time right over here. You learn. You go. The usual timings of the bootcamp is around 90 minutes per class. Okay. If you want to be there, you can be there. If you want to leave, you can leave right now itself. I don't really give a fuck. I don't. For me, if there is 2 students in the class as well, I love it. I'm able to interact with them. If there is no students in the class, close the bootcamp, sleep. I have a lot of work to do as well. Office में बहुत काम देते हैं. ठीक है? So if you guys want to be here, if you are having a dinner time, lunch time, fuck time, do whatever you want to do, man, but don't disturb the class. Okay. Okay. So right over here, guys, what we are going to do right now is that hello Chiranjeevi, welcome to DevTown. So we are able to do that as well. Very simple, very easy right over here. What do we want to do next? Okay, we have learned a little bit about alerts, a little bit about prompt, everything. Now, there's a very big problem with using console. Every time I'm writing one line of code, I'm pressing enter, that particular code gets run. I'm not able to write multiple lines of code. Okay, I'm not able to write multiple lines of code, guys. Very, very problematic right over there. How can I write multiple lines of code inside of the console? For that, don't press enter. Press shift enter itself. For example, var name is equals to prompt. What is your name? You want to write one more line of code? Do not press enter. Press enter. You will run this particular line of code, guys. I don't want to run this code. I want to write another line of code. Press shift plus enter, guys. Shift plus enter. You'll go to the next line. You can continue writing your code. Alert. Okay. Then you're having blah blah blah. Hello name. Welcome to DevTown. Okay. Just write it right over there. Press enter and you will get, now both the lines of code will get executed for you. So you're having what is your name? So Shaurya. Press enter. Hi Shaurya, welcome to DevTown. Now this is also very frustrating, right? Every single, if I want to write 10,000 lines of code, am I going to do press enter 10,000 times? This is very shit, right? This is very shit. This is very bad, right guys? Please let me know. This is not good, right? So instead of using console, we are going to use something else. We are going to go into sources. Okay, we're going to go, so right now we are writing our code inside of console. We're going to sources, guys. Inside of sources, we're going to click on this particular button on the top left corner in the second particular row. Okay, so able to see this play like button and this rectangle right over here on the top left corner. That is the show navigator button, guys. We click on that. Okay, there's a lot of different things that will come up right over here. Page, workspace, arrow. Click on this double arrow right over here and then go to snippets. Then go to snippets right over there. Inside of snippets, you can create a new snippet. You can name it as anything. Like you are able to see fool.js, index.js, new.js, pew.js, shaurya.js, uday.js. You can name it as anything. Okay, I'm going to name it as poop.js. The .js is basically the JavaScript extension itself. Okay, I'm just going to close it. .js is basically the JavaScript extension that basically says that this is a JavaScript file. This file contains JavaScript code inside of it. And the name of the file is poop. Okay, simple, sweet, nothing to give a fuck about. Okay, now whatever code that you want to write, just like when you go to your Word document, right? You open up your Word document, you write your essay right over there. Then you write like a love letter to your girlfriend, and then to your stalker, like whatever you are stalking right now itself. You write a very good love letter to her. Then you close it. Then you come back again. Then you edit some of the parts. Then you go back to Instagram. You steal some of the quotations from pages from Instagram and put it up inside of your love letter once again. And then edit it again and again and again till you are able to find the perfect love letter to send to your crush. And when you send to her, she rips your letter apart just like your heart itself. So in the exact same way right over here, this is a JavaScript file. You can write your code right over here easily. You don't have to take care about, oh, every line I have to run it, every line of code I have to press shift enter. No, just like a normal Word document. Come, write your code right over here, save it, come back at a later point of time, write your code once again, and so on and so forth. So for example, the same two lines of code, if you are going to write right over here, it's going to be pretty simple, guys. PROM, so again, sorry, var, let's name is equals to PROMPT prompt. What is your name? Question mark, semicolon. Then we are going to go to the next line, that is your alert. And then hi plus name plus welcome to DevTown. So as you're able to see, I'm not putting up any kind of shift enter. Normal, I've written my code. I'll save it by doing Control S. I'll press on this particular play like button right over here, and it will run all the code that is present inside of this file. Every single line of code that is present inside of this particular file is going to be run right over there. So what is your name? My name is Shaurya. I'll press enter and I'll get hi Shaurya. Welcome to DevTown. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay. So we'll stop with the programming right over here, guys. There's a lot left, okay? But we'll stop with the programming right over here. What are we going to do in our tomorrow's class? So in our tomorrow's class, there are three things that we are going to do. That is the aim for tomorrow's class. Again, 90 minutes of class. I can take up the attendance in the first 5 minutes of the class. I can take up the attendance in the middle of the class. How am I going to give the attendance? You will never know. I will just tell it in the middle of the class itself. I can just say it's a QR code that is there on our website at this particular website address. Go scan it and you will get the attendance. I can say the attendance is present in the description of the video. I'll put it up for 5 minutes. After that, I'll remove it from right over there. I can say that the attendance link is going to be there in the live chat for just 2 minutes. After that, I'm going to remove it from right over there. And it can happen anywhere in the middle of the class. In the first 5 minutes, in the first 10 minutes, in the middle of the class, in the end of the class, you will never know when it is being taken. If you're not present live in the class itself. Please keep that in mind. That is the first thing, guys. Second thing, today you will be having plenty of time to fill up your attendance because this is the very first day right over there. But from tomorrow onwards, you will have just 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. Once I tell you guys where the attendance is, you'll have just 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. After that, the attendance will be closed. After that, the attendance will be closed. Your that day attendance is gone. Your certificates are also gone right over there. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. 1 day of missing up the attendance, we take care of that. If you have missed the attendance for 1 day, you will still get the certificates because we are able to understand on some days you might not be available or there might be a problem or right over there. So 1 day of attendance that is there, if you are missing it out, you will still get your certificates, but not more than that. The last thing that you guys need to remember is that you have to use the same attendance, you have to use the same email ID every single time you are filling up your attendance as the one that you are using to watch the YouTube video. Whatever email ID that you are using to watch the YouTube video right now, you have to use the exact same email ID every single day to fill up the attendance. If you are using any other email ID, you will not be able to receive the attendance. If you are changing the email ID anywhere throughout the bootcamp, you're changing the email ID in the middle of the bootcamp itself, you will still not be able to get the attendance because we will not be able to track whether you have actually attended the class on time or not. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yes? Is that fine with you guys? Okay, great. You guys are so smart and so intelligent, guys. I am really very proud of you guys. Tomorrow there will be 3 things that we will be studying, guys. First, we'll be studying about functions in JavaScript, arrow functions, normal functions, all type of functions itself in JavaScript. Secondly, we will be able to understand why are we using console? Why are we not using something else? And we are going to transition from console to an IDE itself tomorrow. The third and the last thing that I am aiming in tomorrow's class is going to be starting with React.js. Why React.js? What is React.js? And if time permits, a hello world in React.js as well, starting from tomorrow itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. That is the aim of our tomorrow's class. Okay, I'm letting you guys know initially itself so that you guys are ready. Okay. Okay, the next thing that is going to be there is the bootcamp is completely free of cost. We don't charge anything for the bootcamp. We don't charge anything for the certificates as well. The only prerequisite that is there for the bootcamp is your dedication to learn. That's it. That is all that we are asking from you guys. And the reason why we are taking up the bootcamps is to inculcate the habit within the students to program. To inculcate the habit within the students to learn right over there. The previous bootcamp, just before this particular bootcamp, was the Amazon clone using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. After this particular class, I'm going to take up the second class. I'm going to finish up the project itself for them. So that is something that is going to happen in the next 30 minutes or so. So like I said, the previous bootcamp was HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This bootcamp is JavaScript and React.js, that is front-end development. The next bootcamp that I have already scheduled for you guys for 18th of this month, 18th of March, is a back-end web development bootcamp. So for those guys who want to learn full stack development, who want to learn front-end, a little bit of back-end, then cloud computing, then DevOps, that is also something that I'm going to do right over there. So the next bootcamp that I've already scheduled for you guys, where is the attendance? This is the next particular bootcamp. Let me show it to you guys. So this is the next bootcamp that I've already scheduled for you guys. That is the Instagram authentication clone backend web development using Node.js, Express, and JavaScript. Okay, in this, the project is going to be the Instagram login page. Fully functioning Instagram, the same front end as the Instagram login page, the same backend as the Instagram login, and you will be able to create the entire backend. You are going to learn JavaScript once again in this bootcamp, because again, there is no prerequisites. Any particular person coming to the bootcamp is going to start from scratch. We're going to learn about Node.js. We're going to learn about Express, that is backend frameworks itself. We're going to learn a little bit about MongoDB, because without that, how are you going to implement a particular authentication system? So that is going to be the next bootcamp, guys. Again, that is also going to be free of cost. That is also going to have its own certificates from Amazon, Google, and DevTown. Again, for free itself, for backend web development. So for those guys, how many of you guys will be interested in the backend web development bootcamp? First of all, I think so. I need to ask that, right? How many of you guys will be interested to join like the backend web development bootcamp after this bootcamp? Please let me know. So this bootcamp, I thought, is something that you are learning front-end web development using React.js right now. After that, a little bit of backend web development will be important for you guys. Then I'll be having next bootcamp related to cloud computing. And after that, I'm planning to have a bootcamp on DevOps as well. So for those students who are interested in something like this, in today's attendance, I put up the registration for the same as well. If you're marking yes, then you're registering yourself. If you're marking no, then even if you attend the bootcamp, we will not be able to provide you guys with the certificates. It's going to start from the 18th, so you don't have to worry about that itself. So we have taken care of everything for you guys. The next thing that is there so it is going to be free of cost, so you don't have to worry about that. The next thing that is there is that many of the students actually started approaching us that it's great that we are able to have boot camps. It's great that we are able to have certifications as well. We want to do internships. We want to get internship certificate for free as well. We want to get offer letters for free as well. I was like, "Okay, yaar." At that point of time, I didn't have time to actually do all this. I just used to take up the boot camps itself. But right now we have started another program, a free program in that as well. That is the DevTown citizenship program. Okay, this is an internship that we have just launched right now. That is a free internship program via DevTown, in which every student who takes a part in that receives an offer letter, receives a letter of recommendation that you can submit in other internships that you're joining, or job roles, or you're going out of the country to study in masters. You can use your letter of recommendation right over there. Internship completion certificates right over there itself. You also receive free courses via DevTown every single month. Okay. For example, the current course that we are offering to our students is the full stack deep learning course. That is a 30-hour deep learning course, which includes Python, which includes TensorFlow, which includes deep learning itself, for free. So every month the citizens get a free particular course, which is certified not only via Google, but also via Microsoft as well as Amazon. So Google, Microsoft, Amazon, but that is only given to the citizens itself. Along with that, there are some certain monthly premium boot camps that we run that is only given to access to the citizens. There are goodies, so we give our citizens some kind of goodies as well. So there is like t-shirts, there are hoodies, there are mouse pads. Now the mouse pads are not DevTown mouse pads, but they are good mouse pads. Even I'm using one of those. That is a Dragon Ball Z mouse pad. I really love those. Okay, so some goodies are there. And if the particular student is doing well during the internship, they also receive a stipend. The stipend ranges from like 3,000 rupees to like 10,000 rupees, depending upon what work you are being assigned to. Now, currently, DevTown has more than 19,000 citizens throughout the entire world. 19,000 citizens throughout the entire world. That is the number of citizens that we are currently having active throughout the entire world. How many of you guys will be interested in a free internship, guys? Please let me know. How many of you guys will be interested in a free internship, guys? Please let me know. Now, this is something that you guys asked me to do. It's not something from my brain. Initially I said no for it because it was not something that I was able to handle, but a few students actually came forward. They actually helped me set up the entire thing. They are currently volunteering at DevTown to make sure that everything works fine. So actually you should be thanking your alumni itself that they actually did something great. Okay, and the best part is if you're doing well during the internship, you actually get paid for it as well. So that is also an amazing thing. So during the internship, if you are planning to go further with a free internship itself, okay, you don't want any kind of stipend, you don't want us to pay you. There's not a lot of work that we assign to you guys. For example, we don't select everybody. If you're applying for the internship, we will basically be reaching out to you. We'll be giving you a small task. For example, send us 5 memes related to programming. Okay, send us 5 reels related to programming. Send us, help us connect with your TNP officer itself. Help us connect with a club from your college itself. A simple task will be given to you guys. If you're able to complete that task, you are onboarded as a citizen. During the citizenship program, we don't give any tasks to you guys. You just have to chill. Okay, you just have to enjoy, study hard. That is all that we care about. We give you an opportunity to earn a stipend as well. We will always post about new opportunities, new particular internships that we are having, in which there will be a stipend from 3,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees, depending upon what. Even some offline internships as well, we are having. The highest that is there is 25 to 30,000 rupees. So that is also there. So we'll be asking you guys if you want to participate in them. You can apply it from right over there, and you can do that as well if you guys want a stipend. But if you're not, if you don't want a stipend, you just want the internship letter, you just want the LOR, you just want the offer letter, then there's not any task that we give to you guys. You just have to chill, you just have to enjoy, you just have to learn, you just have to grow. That is the major thing that we are concerned with. The rest is always fine. Okay. So do not worry, Derek. I will be releasing the certificates tomorrow itself, so you don't have to worry about that. So, okay, so that is fine. So for those guys who are interested in the citizenship program, if you're interested in that, just put up yes inside of today's attendance, and we will reach out to you guys and we'll be onboarding you guys as citizens at DevTown. Okay, basically you are representatives of, you're the face of DevTown in your college. You can think about yourself as that. Okay, now how to fill up the attendance. Okay, I will be giving the attendance to you guys in the live chat today. Today is the first day. You guys will be having 10 minutes to fill up your attendance. From tomorrow onwards, just 5 minutes anywhere in the middle of the class, then the attendance link is closed. Today, you guys are going to have 10 minutes to fill up your attendance to understand how to fill up the attendance. I'm going to give the attendance in the live chat, guys. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, you will not be able to get access to the particular attendance link. Okay, so please make sure of that. Once you're able to do that, a lot of people are going to access the attendance link at the same time. Okay, a lot of students are going to access the attendance link at the same time. So you might get an error message saying that there is a traffic error or something like that. You might get an error message saying there is traffic error or something like that, guys. If you are able to see that, do not worry, just refresh or reload the attendance link. Just refresh or reload the attendance link, guys. It will work absolutely fine for you. Are you guys able to understand? What should you do if you're getting a traffic error, guys? Please let me know. What should you do if you're getting a traffic error, guys? Please let me know. What should you do if you're getting a traffic error, guys? Refresh or reload the attendance link. Okay, so I'm going to provide you guys the attendance link right now in the live chat, guys. Okay, I'm going to provide that to you guys in the live chat right now. Once I provide it to you guys, start filling up the attendance link. If you're getting a traffic error, just refresh or reload the attendance link, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, as you are able to see right over here, guys. Please start filling up the attendance link. Please start filling up the attendance link, guys. I'll also pin up the attendance link. Please start filling up the attendance link properly, guys. Okay, fill it up properly. If you're getting a traffic error, refresh or reload the attendance. If you're getting a traffic error, refresh or reload the attendance, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Getting a traffic error, refresh or reload the attendance link. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. The Amazon Clone Bootcamp will be happening in a few minutes itself. You don't have to worry about it. There'll be no attendance for the Amazon Clone class. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Just do the project, guys. Okay. So the attendance link is in the live chat, guys, as you are able to see. If you are getting a traffic error, Derek, the certificates will be released in the next 1 or 2 days itself. Do not worry about that. It is my duty to release the certificates, but I was actually not available. That is the reason why the certificates were not released. I've already answered your question, so I hope so that you are able to understand. Okay. So right over here, guys, the attendance link is in the live chat, guys. If you are facing a traffic error, refresh or reload the attendance. If you're facing a traffic error, guys, refresh or reload the attendance. you're getting a traffic error, guys, refresh or reload the attendance. Yes, Derek, I'm also talking about the citizenship program itself. Derek, I can read English. It's not as if like I'm not able to read English or something like that. Okay, I'm able to understand your question. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, playlist, Amazon clone, done. Next. Public, set as instant premiere, publish. Kiran, like I said, I have not yet released the certificates. I'll be doing it in the next 2 days itself, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. I'm interested, but I don't have any skill. You don't have to have any skill itself. You just have to make sure that you are a good representative of DevTown. That's it. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be having the class at the same time, guys. Okay, do not worry about that. Tomorrow we'll be having the class at the same time. Please be on time in the class. If you guys haven't filled up the attendance, please do that as soon as possible. Because once the attendance is filled, still traffic error, refresh or reload the page. It's as simple as that. Click on another link, refresh or reload the page. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. Refresh or reload the page, guys. It is as simple as that. Like I said, guys, the attendance link is already pinned up in the live chat as well. Once you filled up the attendance, guys, you guys can leave the class as well. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Once you've filled up the attendance, you guys can leave the class as well, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there, guys. Will that be fine? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So once you've filled up the attendance, you guys can leave the class as well, guys. The attendance link is already there in the live chat. It is also pinned up as well in the live chat, guys. So you don't have to worry about that. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Please be on time in the class, guys. Do not be late. Make sure that you guys are coming to the class on time. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Same timings every day. Same timings. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.